Cheers, everybody. Hello, it is Mo. It is Inter Worldwide. I'm here with you. Match reaction. It's Inter 1, Hellas Verona nil. We barely scraped this one, if you know what I mean. We barely got this one to over the line. It's just kind of strange a little bit. Okay, I'm going to make myself bigger right here. Forget the background. It's just me on the screen so you can watch me. But anyway, people, I'm back. Yes, I'm back from a long trip. Thank you so much for everybody that is here. Listen, I have to say that we scraped it, right? Past Verona. We had 3, 4 chances to kill off the game and we did it. And we kept them alive until the last minute. And you know that doesn't go well with us, right? It didn't go well. Last game again, it's Monza. But anyway, let me big up who's here. I hope you don't jinx it, bro. I didn't at the end. We won it. Anthony's here. Thank you so much for everybody. There is Lautaro Martinez, 85, needs just 2 goals to break into the top 10 of all-time scorers for Inter. Absolutely. Verona players should have got a record. 2 of them, not only one, 2 of them. Getting in stadium picture from Ian Kira all night. Excellent. Debbie is here with us. Yes, Ian is there. Even with the start not convinced. So I want to talk about this. First of all, hit that like button for me. Okay? I need the likes to go up. Everybody that is, close your live chat right now and hit that like button for Inter Worldwide. Okay? Uncomfortable when we survived against the relegation battle. Mattia is saying, if someone wants to join me, let me know in the comments, Mattia. I can put in the link so you can join me. Carboni coming on was a miracle itself. But anyway, let me just start by one thing, okay? Lautaro goal, fantastic, absolutely great. Great goal by Lautaro Martinez, fantastic. You know what I mean? It was absolutely great. However, listen, this is kind of like without Brozovic, without Barella, this is already the midfield this week. And I know that Hakan and Çalhanoğlu are and Mkhitaryan. But I still think, people, that we are absolutely, we still don't control the games all the time. How long time no see. Yes, people, sorry, I've been away. I've been in England all the time trying to get like some stuff going. I'm sure some of you know that I do some Premier League work. Where is our type of football that we had last year? Listen, man, I get attacked when I say Inzaghi is not finding the solutions for this. Milan and Juve lost points. We won. It's absolutely fantastic. Yes, Dropic. It's absolutely fantastic. Yes, it is great that we got the points. I hoped that we can get the second in this. I hope that we can get the second. We're still we can get third at least over Juventus, but we're not. But anyway, let's move. Milan fought back, got the draw. Barella came on a little bit like Emiliano. Yes, Barella came on, but who cares? You know what I mean? Like, who cares? I want to talk about a couple of things in this game. Number one, the starting lineup. We have no pace in this. Every time I do work with a Premier League, like I do some work with someone called Grizz Khan, big content creator in England, and we're talking about all the time. We're talking about Inter, and he's looking at Inter, Juventus, Milan. We really have zero pace. When this team started, I'm like, we rely on technicalities. We have zero pace behind the defense. And I keep saying it all the time. I'm going to keep saying it all the time. We will not survive without pace. We can't do it. It's undoable. Today, Lautaro Martinez, great goal, first goal, but the deflection to come to him, and he's falling down and shooting the ball and scoring. Great finish at the right bottom corner, fantastic. But tactically, I thought today that we're playing against the 17s. We're playing against the 17s in the league, a relegation side Verona, and we could not take control of the game. We only scraped past this game. This is because I think Inzaghi comes to the games thinking about not losing and instead of winning. Listen, I know it sounds strange for people that I'm coming here attacking Inzaghi. Last year, we were 10 times better than this. And don't tell me otherwise. We were 10 times better than this. This year, we're struggling. Who did we lose in the team? Nobody. We lost. Who did we lose from last year? Hakimi already left. Lukaku was already at Chelsea. So who did we lose? Nobody. Very strange. But I think people are figuring out that we have no pace. Now, Lautaro Martinez today, I gotta admit that he played well. Held the ball really well. Sometimes his touches, I don't like them, but Perisic. Yeah, we lost Perisic. The only pace. Thank you. But are you watching Perisic now in the Premier League? He lost the touch. He lost the speed. He lost it. Listen, I know by age, between 33, 34, and 35, every year you go, you lose a step down. And he lost it. And we didn't replace Perisic, right? We got Gosens and we got DeMarco. But let me just tell you guys something, right? People are saying Perisic. Our best side is our left side. Yes, Perisic provided a lot last year, but DeMarco as well this year is providing. So that left side was replaced. It took a little bit for DeMarco to kick in. But can you tell me in the comment if you're not happy with DeMarco? I'm happy with DeMarco. I'm really happy with DeMarco on the left, providing assists, going forward. He's improving defensively. Him and Bastoni are forming this bond together. So I'm happy. The problem is in the summer, even though the players we went after were Dybala, free agent, too slow. Mkhitaryan, free agent, slow. Who else? Happy with DeMarco. Everybody's happy with DeMarco. We need pace up top. We have Correa, useless player. 100% useless. Just in the squad to add grilling. That's all he does. Talk about the game. In the game, Mr. Gagliardini. A lot of fighting. A lot of fighting, Gagliardini. Fights, and that's what kept him in Inter 6 years. Technicality, he's not at the level to win Scudetto. He's not at a level to win trophies. Yes, he did with Antonio Conte because we had a hell of a team. We had Perisic, we had Ashley Young, who was performing right here. And we had Hakimi, and we had Lukaku, and Lautaro and Lukaku both. I think they were scored like together like 40-something goals. Right? Like Skriniar was up there, Bastoni was up there, De Vrij was up there. So Gagliardini won it, and he was not a starter, right? But anyway, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, we got Lukaku. But Lukaku, thank you so much, Marvel Lawson, for joining. Thank you, everybody. Brozovic, people don't understand that Brozovic controls the game. Marcelo Brozovic, we played against Liverpool 2 games last year in the Champions League. He controlled that midfield. They couldn't get close to him. And that's what Brozovic provides. Again, Edin Dzeko providing goals. Oh, Sanchez. Omar, you're telling me we lost Sanchez. Sanchez, oh, come on, just give me a break. To be honest, Mkhitaryan has been playing very good. I'm saying that we have no pace. The problem is we're still sometimes trying to play the ball long behind the defense, assuming that our forwards would run and get it. No, they won't. We have to build from that. You see the goal that we scored against Napoli. It was absolutely great work. This is the great work of a coach building something. It's a throw-in. He turned far side DeMarco and across to Dzeko inside the 18. Fantastic. Fantastic. Brozovic has not been good this season. I disagree with you. Still, Brozovic for me is the one that holds the midfield together. The team is worrying. Tariq is saying, maybe he's worrying. I'm worried about Inter, to be honest. However, at the moment, we are doing what we can do. This is because you remember Napoli, they lost Koulibaly, yes, Insigne, yes, but look, Osimhen coming back from the injury, absolutely phenomenal. Raspadori, look at their bench. Raspadori, Simeone on the bench, Cavara is playing amazing. Lobotka now is absolutely great. Nguisa is doing great. So we deserve to be second. Are we gonna win the league? Unless Napoli slips massively. Napoli are 10 points, 9 points ahead of Milan. No. They're not. They're not. Yes, they're 9 points out of Milan, unless Napoli slips. But I will not take anything but second. Listen, Napoli, 18 games, 47 points. They only dropped points in 3 games, and one of them was against us. So on Napoli on course to win this league comfortably. If we get less than a second, I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy because Milan don't look great. Juventus don't look great. They win against shit teams. Yes, 1-0, 2-0. They had 6 clean sheets in a row or 8 clean sheets in a row. Again, I know you guys are happy with top 4. I know that. I'm happy with the team. Hope we stay in top 4. Yes, great. We're staying in top 4. Fantastic. But are we performing to the level that we're supposed to perform at? No. You win home again. Listen, Napoli destroyed Juventus 5-1 yesterday. Napoli destroyed. Just let that sink in. Okay? Napoli destroyed Juventus, who won 8 games on the bounce with clean sheets. Okay? 5-1. And they took their foot off the gas at the end of the game. Right? We are beating Verona 1-0 at home, scraping the win away. Yes, I think Lautaro's goal should have stood. It's our away. Tim is saying it's our away form. It's shocking. Yes, but we had a reset, and then we freaking go to Monza. We were robbed against Monza. We were robbed. We tried to kill the game off, but we were robbed. However, are you happy with the Monza performance? No, I'm not. I wasn't happy with the Monza performance. You tell me we won against Napoli 1-0. Yes, we did what we had to do. Inzaghi came prepared. I feel Inzaghi prepared to the Napoli game better than he prepared to the Monza game, better than he prepared today to the game. Today, in the game, I'm watching the game. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why are these players sometimes running like headless chickens? I'm not upset about the game. We came out of 120 minutes midweek game. Yes, we controlled this game. We could have more 3 goals and we didn't let them do much. I don't like having other teams at home. Teams like Hellas Verona, they're 19th on the table, my friend. They have 9 points. They scored 15 goals. And we're keeping them in the game until the last minute. You're a serious team. You kill this game off in the minute 50. Game is done. Over, done, 2-0, and you're playing with ease. You're not stressing over a last-ditch tackle here and there from Skriniar. You're not stressing over a corner. Why I'm stressing over a corner? It's my opinion. Maybe your opinion, Marvel, is different, of course, which is I respect every opinion here. I respect every opinion. So Tim is saying we're missing a striker. Maybe. Dzeko has been class. Listen, Dzeko scored 9 goals or 8 goals, and Lautaro scored 9 goals in the league. So we're scoring some goals. I think the problem is we're not clinical enough. We create a lot of chances. Tons of chances, to be honest. But we just don't score. But sometimes I feel like, I say that in the Premier League. I feel like, and I say that in the Premier League, and I see now in Serie A. Hear me out. Napoli, when they play the games, I feel like they have authority. When we played last season, I felt like most of the time we stamp our authority on the game. Like in the game, we force the other team to do what we want. I feel like this season we are playing reactionary sometimes. Yes, we're trying to move forward, but in defensively, we get like at the end of the game, they had 4-on-3, but because it's Verona and they suck, they couldn't do anything with it. That's the problem. If we had a better striker, I think if we have one of the things that I said, Marvel, before that, if you have speed up top, teams fear you. Most of the time now, teams attack and are leaving 2-on-2, leaving 1 on Lautaro and 1 on Dzeko, knowing that there is no speed, the defender can recover. And that gives them an extra player in the midfield or an extra player to press us. That forces us to long balls. When you have speed up top, teams have to defend 3 against 2. So now you have 1 extra. That's very simple thing in football. Very simple thing in football. And that's the problem. Listen, in terms of like chances creation. We are second in XG, right? We're third on shots on target in the league. Okay, we're third on shots on target. Our problem is that we create the chances, we don't score them, but also we allow other teams. We allow other teams to come at us. Come at us. Average position this year for Inter 53. This is Inter. Napoli 60. Okay, Milan 55. Yes, it's okay. We do not dominate anymore because of our defense. We used to boss the game due to our defense. I don't understand what you mean, Jonathan. What do you mean we boss the game because of our defense? What does that mean? What does that mean? We boss the game because of our defense. Because our defense was strong. I thought Skriniar was great today. I thought Bastoni was great. I thought Acerbi was great. But we didn't boss the game. We didn't today. The meaning of bossing the game that I mean is that we are getting pressured. When you have authority on the game, other teams fear you. They're scared of coming at you. You know, when teams are scared to press Napoli, when they try to press Napoli, they get hit. They get hit on the counter. They get hit on the sides. We don't. So we did it very well. Again, it's Napoli. That's how we scored. Napoli came, pressed 1-1, and DeMarco was free. Mkhitaryan switch. Bam. Goal. We scored. Done. We don't do that often. We don't do that big switch from one side to the wing back often. We don't. We don't. We're an aging team. You know, I thought Aslani today, when he played, he was good. When he played, he was good. I'm not sure if you guys agree with me or not. When he played, he was good today. Today, at home, we have 57% position. It's lifelong attacking problem with Inter. We build muscle in our striker instead of stamina and speed. I think so. Martinez's goal shouldn't have been disallowed. There was no foul. It's a 50-50. It's not like last week against Monza. Against Monza, it was supposed to be a goal, but we didn't score. But we didn't do it. But anyway, to move on to what are we going to do? I don't think we're going to do anything in this winter window. We play Milan, and I want to talk about this game in the Supercoppa. Milan are wounded after the cup and after dropping 2 points. Milan are wounded. They're going to be hungry, but so are we. We are going to be hungry. We won this trophy last year, and we would want it this year. We will want it this year, and we will win this. I think we will go to the game, and I think we will win the game. I think 100%. We're gonna play. We're gonna be fresh. I think Brozovic is back. Lukaku, even though I don't count on him to do a lot of stuff with us, but I think we can play. I'm not sure if Lukaku's gonna be. There are reports saying that they might be back, Lukaku and Brozovic, but I don't count on him. We're okay. We can do it. The problem is Tomori and Kalulu are very quick, so we have to reach areas where we can cross. Monza wound still fresh, though. We need to keep collecting all Serie A points in January plus Supercoppa. Yes, Anthony, you know what? I want to focus on Champions League. I want to focus on Porto. By February, I want to be at least 6, 7, 8 points in the top 4 race comfortable. This is one of the things. And I want to have Supercoppa in our pocket. Why I want that? Because reaching the quarterfinal of the Champions League, anybody that reached quarterfinal Champions League can go all the way. Look at Villarreal last year. They beat Bayern Munich to reach the semifinal to play against Liverpool. They did it. So if we beat Porto, I think we'll be okay. I think they're okay. Milan are much faster. Yes, are much better. I disagree that Milan are much better. If you watch the game today, they're slow. They weren't quick. A lot of missed passes. It's Leao. That goal, any goal should have saved that. It's near post shot. It could have been saved. Yes, he's a great player and everything, and he's carrying them. But I think that this goal could have been saved, and that would open the draw for them. I'm not sure if you guys agree with me or not, but I thought that Milan were not great today at all. Not great today at all. Anthony's joining. I think he got What is going on? How are you, Anthony? Can you hear me?
Hey, my brother, let me know if you can hear me and see me and if my connection is good enough for at least a few
Good.
minutes.
It's good. Can you turn your phone sideways?
Yes, of course I
Yeah.
can.
Yes. Perfect. Perfect.
It's good to see. It's good to see you, my bro.
Yeah,
You're
man.
looking good. You're looking
I
well. Your
missed you.
smile is fabulous.
I missed you, man. I missed Inter. I missed it. Like, this World Cup has been great and everything, but it made me like I had this you know what I mean? I had this yes, you can join Mattia. I'll send you the link, Mattia. You know, I had this
Join,
rhythm
join.
with Inter Worldwide. I was doing the
Yes.
watch alongs, the reactions, and then the reaction, and then the World Cup come, and then the travel, of course, and everything. But anyway, I wanted to ask you something
Go
about
for it.
today. Did you watch the game, right?
I was in and out, but I watched the whole second half very, very intently.
Okay. At one point, have you been comfortable at any point in this game?
No, I'm never comfortable. You know that. But like I felt more comfortable that we would close out the win than we did with Monza. Monza was horrendous. Like I had that Nostradamus moment with Monza where I just knew we weren't going to win that game. This one we just looked like we had to grab the second or the third. I don't know why Martinez's goal was disallowed. I guess he gets a little handsy as well.
Listen, it's
It
a it's
just
a it's a 50-50. It can be
yeah,
given.
I feel like we're one of the only teams in Serie A that needs to score 2 or 3 goals to make sure we win by 1 goal at the end of the game. And if that's the case, then that's the case. So be it. Verona are a team where you just need to get the points. It doesn't matter how you do it, whether you play beautifully or not. I really enjoyed seeing Aslani get on the ball confidently, not only in the last game, but today. I feel like he has grown in the last 2 or 3 times he's stepped on the pitch into a role that we sort of need him to grow into. I thought Carboni getting minutes today, he probably did a little bit more in his time than Correa has done this season. But no, I wasn't comfortable at all today, and that full-time whistle could not come quick enough.
Let me ask
What
you
about you?
something.
What about you?
Let me ask you something. And it's a simple question. If freaking Aslani is that good, why doesn't he start Aslani from the beginning? We know Aslani is not going to start the Supercoppa. We know that
No.
for a fact.
Yes.
We know that for a fact. Freaking play Aslani the 90 minutes. It's a league game. Play Aslani. This Inzaghi guy drives me nuts sometimes. Play Aslani 90 minutes. Play Hakan. Sub Hakan for Gagliardini later.
Yeah.
It's strange.
I couldn't believe that he gave Carboni minutes today, but didn't give him minutes against Parma in the Coppa Italia. It's absolutely bizarre. But now that we've got these points and that we're seeing, sorry for the noise and the traffic, and we saw Milan slip against, let's face it, who's a very impressive Lecce. For a relegation team to be performing the way Lecce are this season is very, very good. And after seeing Juve get smacked yesterday, as I tuned into your reaction, I was agreeing with what you said. This season, I've been very guilty of saying that this Inter is behind Juve, behind Milan. I think all three are just so inconsistent, Mo. All three are just playing at levels so below the level that they need to be at. Like, it's almost embarrassing. It's almost embarrassing, the level of these 3 sides at the moment. And Spalletti and Napoli are just licking their lips.
Mattia's here, but I want to talk about this particular thing.
My brothers.
What's up?
You know, when you're like,
again.
when you're in a race and everybody's shit, but there is one guy that is so quick, which is Napoli. I was talking to the guys, I do the stuff, the Eurostars with Grace Khan and all these people, and they were saying, how the fuck Inter, Milan, and Juventus are that bad? I don't know. Why were that bad? Why were that bad? I don't. Someone tell me. Anthony,
I don't know, and I don't care about them.
Sorry, my dog walked past another. My dog walked past another dog. I just had to make sure the confrontation was civil. Sorry.
Yeah. Good to see you back, Mo.
Yeah,
we missed you. And as always, Anthony, it's a pleasure, my bro.
Good to see you, bro.
People, guys, I just asked the question. Thank you for everybody that has welcomed me to the channel on the chat and here, Mattia and Anthony. It's astonishing to me that I was watching Inter, and I feel like we freaking lost our authority. From one season
to
the next season, we don't have any authority. We freaking played. Anthony, you're muted again. I know you're talking to other people, I think.
He's talking
But
to his dog.
you know what? We freaking played Liverpool last year. 60 minutes. We freaking controlled them. I'm baffled. What happened to Inzaghi?
Yeah, Conte dust is, I think, less and less in this Inter
Okay.
DNA.
Very, very good, Mattia.
I
Very
think
good.
that's the key. I think last season we still had a lot of Conte dust in our mentality, and I think it showed. We barely won all three domestic titles. So, and this year it is almost back to zero, back to Pazza Inter, which we all love, right?
No, I don't.
I was doing
No,
this.
yeah. But what I mean is that I'm used to this, but and then which is we haven't talked for a while now, guys. And then I'm seeing the freaking reports about fans wanting Simeone. Do we want Allegri point two to coach it? Like we are Inter
We can't
fans.
afford him,
We as
so-
Inter fans, we freaking made fun of Juventus this season for terrorism ball, for like shit performances, winning 1-0, scraping the wins near here and there. And then I'm seeing Inter fans like, oh yeah, I want Simeone. Do you want to see this in your club every week? Do you want to suffer every week?
We don't have
We
the
already
players to
suffer.
play Simeone ball. No way. We can't get Simeone. No chance. Not only can we not afford him, why would we want to afford him, man? We play a brand of football that is easy to watch. Where we're lacking is a little bit of mental fortitude. And I don't think that we're going to improve from any sort of technical or tactical point of view by bringing in Simeone. We will have severely less chances to put the ball in the back of the net every single game. And this isn't exactly the most clinical team in Europe. We do need to be served plate after plate to put the ball in the back of the net. With Simeone, no chance. You can't give this group of players only 1, 2, or 3 opportunities on goal per game. We will spend that many games coming off the pitch with 0 goals. It's not funny.
There is, one Mattia, we haven't talked for a bit. I want to ask you something about today's game specifically regarding Acerbi and how impressive he was today on and off the ball. It is astonishing.
On and off the ball and on and off the pitch, because his statements since he arrived at Inter were top notch. So I've been really impressed with him. His both statements and his performances have been really good. So he's one of the players that I have been satisfied with this season so far. I know most of us were not, thrilled when he came, or he wasn't our top choice, but still, I think he shut up most of the haters. I think most of the haters
I
were
went on
because
a
of
rant
that
one
smile.
time with Anthony about Acerbi when he was linked to Inter. If Anthony remembers, I was like, "What the fuck are we doing?" But then he proved me wrong, and maybe he suits that brand of football. Maybe, but I saw Acerbi at his best with Inzaghi at Lazio. So maybe Inzaghi knows how to get the best out of him, and he proved that yes, he's stepped up playing in the center of the defense. He's absolutely fantastic.
Mo, because we haven't spoken in so long, and because I have to get going in a sec. The whole Skriniar situation. What's your opinion on it? What's your take on it? Because I'm in two minds. I'm like Mattia. I'm convinced he's sort of leaving because something tells me that he would have re-signed by now. But every time I see him put the armband on and walk onto the pitch, it just reminds me, I'm like, this is the guy that sacked his agent. This is the guy that knows almost better than anyone what it means to appease the fans here. For some stupid reason, I've got this little shred of hope that he's going to re-sign a contract. What do you think?
Listen, I think there are negotiations going in the background. So you remember, if I know you follow Premier League, Salah's negotiation with Liverpool, and everybody said he's leaving. Inter will pay Skriniar close to what PSG are offering him. I think 12 million. Inter are gonna reach a point where they have to give Skriniar about 8 million or 9 million, and they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. I promise you, because they won't give him the armband if they didn't have the intention to. I know that they are trying to negotiate 6 with him. If they offer him 8, and they're going to offer him a long-term contract, about 5 years or something, I think he's going to sign. If we lose Skriniar on free after having the chance of selling him for 60 million last summer, someone should get fired. And I don't know if it's
100,
Zanetti or Marotta. I don't
100%.
care. I care about the club more than any player, to be honest. I care about the club more than any. I don't give a fuck about anybody. If we lose this player on free and we don't sign him, and it doesn't matter if it takes 9 million to sign this guy is carrying the defense. Today,
Yep.
twice last ditch tackles. Without him today,
Yes.
we go out with a point.
Yes. Yep. I agree, bro. I completely agree, man. So that last bit of hope that I'm hanging on to is that, yeah, all the media and the rumors say that we're not going over 6.5. I'm hoping when they meet, there's one little bump. And I think you might be right. Whether he accepts it or not, that I don't know. I have no idea. But I do think that we've still got one offer up our sleeve. I don't think that we're completely resting on it.
No. I think we're gonna. I think they're gonna sign him, and if he's not signed, I promise you he's gonna be sold this January, because Paris Saint-Germain are looking for a center back this January to compete in the Champions League, because Kimpembe is injured, and they're gonna come for an offer 25 or something, and we're gonna take that offer, 25 million euros, and we're gonna invest that somewhere else. However, I am convinced, this is just me, no reports on anything, that Skriniar is gonna sign for Inter and is gonna be the highest paid player at Inter comes the end of January.
All right, absolutely. All right, good to see you again, man. I'm going to head off. For everyone watching, I'll put up a short match reaction at some point today.
Yeah, Anthony, always a pleasure.
Thank you, Anthony.
Ciao.
Emiliano's asking, Mattia, did you see the handball? And did you think why it wasn't given? This referee gives this handball in every single other fucking game. Excuse my language. I'm sorry.
That was the well. Since you're the host, you can do that. So yeah, that was the first, I think, error on the judge. So that was the first error. The handball, I think, was a penalty. Then after that, he didn't give 2 second yellow cards, and then a second Lautaro goal. So a lot.
Let's move on from that goal, because I think it's a last defender and Lautaro pulled him to the ground. So
but a lot of questionable decisions by the ref today that went against us.
The red card, second yellow, clear, 100%, second yellow, done, dusted. Should be a second yellow.
Yeah. It went against us, but I will not, spend too
much time. But we won at the end. The people asking about the handball. I have no fucking explanation why this handball was not given. Hand out, touch the ball. The ball was going to the goal. Give the handball and a penalty, and don't give a card. Yes, because his hand was out of his body. But anyway, MVP is saying no chemistry between our defensive line and Onana. I disagree. Some moments, like the header that Bastoni got it and Onana didn't talk. Remember, there is a language barrier, I think, between them. I'm not sure if Onana speaks perfect Italian.
No, he doesn't.
Different. So it's going to get better. It will. It's going to get better, absolutely.
Yeah. Onana is still new. You have to understand that. And so far, he has been, I'm satisfied. So I wouldn't say he was amazing, but he was good enough. Anything is better than Honda, so I'm satisfied with him. And yeah, there is a language barrier. You're right, Mo, and I think it will get better. So we shouldn't worry about that too much. But yeah, this was a very stressful game. It was very tight, unnecessary tight. Partly thanks to the ref, partly thanks to us, because we didn't, stomp them as we should have. We didn't. Like you said, we don't have that, maybe like Uncle Sharma says, that grinta, or, something that gives us the will to continue after we score first. We score one goal and then we stop. I hate that. I hate that we stop, that we don't go for the second until we get it. So, yeah, but win is a win. A
win is a win. 3 points are 3 points. We are tied on points with Juventus. And we beat Napoli 2 weeks ago. We have Supercoppa coming on,
which is really important, both for us and for Milan. Don't underestimate.
Why? So tell me why it's important. What did it do to us last year?
It is. I have seen Milan fans talk about it since the start of January, and if they lose, they will say, "Oh, it's just a friendly." No. So it's not a friendly. It's not a glorified friendly. It's quite important for both of us. We're not great, both us or Milan, this season. We need something to hold up and say, okay, we achieved at least this. And I think it's important. It's more important than the trophy itself. That victory against Milan, because they beat us quite comfortably, unfortunately, in the league. So we need to beat them back, and we need something, to look back on this season and say, okay, at least we did this. So
I'm gonna come to this question in a second. I just want to say something about the Supercoppa. Supercoppa is a trophy, yes, but it's a false trophy. For me, the three trophies that count are the Coppa Italia, the League, and the Champions League. I'm sorry. Yes, Supercoppa. It's one game. It's in Saudi Arabia. It's a good one, but I think that in the last 2-3 years, it has been good because it took the media coverage that is needed. But again, I'm gonna repeat: the league is more important. The Champions League is more important. But I want to win it, of course, because it's against Milan.
yeah,
I want to win it.
nobody is discrediting that it's the least important
Exactly,
trophy.
that's the least important because the
So
problem is people are counting last year and saying, yeah, Inzaghi won 2 trophies. It's freaking one game against Juventus in the 120th minute. Inzaghi won
but it
Coppa
was so
Italia. Good
sweet.
for
It
him.
was so sweet.
Yes, absolutely. I was like so happy about it. Like I
Was
celebrated.
great.
But in my opinion, the loss of the league was overshadowed by winning that and the Coppa Italia.
For sure. For sure.
We dropped the ball in the
For
league
sure.
thing. We did. But I'm gonna go to the question: do you think Inzaghi should start Carboni more instead of giving useless opportunities to Korea? I'm gonna answer that, and then I'm gonna give you a chance. No, Carboni is not experienced enough to play in Serie A. I don't think. I didn't see enough of him today. The some minutes that he played, they're okay.
So Carboni, I think, should have played against Parma in the Coppa Italia. I don't know why Inzaghi didn't put him back then. But when we play Korea, it's like we have 10 players on the field. So it's like we have a red card. So I don't know. Can't be worse than him at this point. So yeah. In any case, I have to leave now, but thank you so much.
Yeah,
Mo.
but anyway, me
It's good to
too.
see you.
I'm gonna, guys. This is the last thing. I'm gonna do some of the someone saying
So,
Zdravo, Mattia, which
hello.
is hi, Mattia. Zdravo, is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, Zdravo.
Zdravo. I'm very good with accents. You don't know
You
me.
are. You are.
So Supercoppa isn't a big deal, but beating Milan and Juve is a big deal. Absolutely, Daniel. This is what we're
Exactly.
talking about. I'm so glad
Exactly.
Lautaro did bad in the World Cup. Now we get Jolio Cruz first Inter forever. Yeah, maybe. But anyway, 40 minutes we did. Good reaction. It's good to be back in a win. I will do a watch along for that Supercoppa.
Oh, nice.
And
That makes me more
I'm
hyped.
gonna have a new setup. So everybody that is watching this now, we got 45 people watching. Guys, tune into Inter Worldwide. I'm gonna do a watch along for that game. It's gonna be a new setup. It's not gonna be basic. I went to England. I learned a lot of stuff. I learned a lot of stuff about YouTube and streaming and things. So I do stream some of the YouTube stuff, some of the Premier League on a channel, another channel called NAF Watch Alongs. If you want to support me there, come in. It's called NAF Watch Alongs. So guys, I'm gonna do the watch. You're gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna have people coming in at halftime as well, so you can come in at halftime. But it's gonna be a new setup completely. But anyway, it's Forza Inter. I know Mattia wants to leave. Forza Inter. We won 3 points. We're back on track in terms of points. Us, Milan, and Juve, we are fighting together. Napoli are in a different world. We all know that. And I'm glad that we won. I didn't do watch along versus Verona because I was doing this because Sharma didn't do the review, so I couldn't do. And I did a watch along this morning. I did a watch along on a show, so I'm 6 hours in front of the camera, so it's not easy.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you so much,
See you
everybody.
guys for the Supercoppa.
Make sure to hit that like button, and we really appreciate you guys. We thank you, we appreciate you, and hopefully we'll see you soon.